Hey, everybody, it's Andy Woodhull from the Backyard Hang podcast. And before we get into it, this week, just want to say we're blowing up over there on social media. We're posting YouTube shorts twice a week. We're posting full episodes on YouTube 1 week later than normal. If you're the Patreon member, which only costs $5, you're still getting them the week of, as well as an additional Thursday episode. But just wanted to check in with you. Go follow us on social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. We're building them up so we can keep bringing you this show for free or for a little bit of money if you're a patron.
Can I say great energy and great shirt, Andy?
Thanks, bud.
You're welcome.
Do we just go right into it now?
Well, you do, yeah, your thing.
Good morning.
Hello.
Here we are.
You couldn't have done the cough
Huh? What?
before you asked, are we ready?
That's what people come to this podcast for. We're loosey-goosey. We don't clear our throats when there's pauses.
Yeah, we wait and do it right into the microphone when we're recording.
Thanks for complimenting my shirt, Alex. I bought this shirt last year when the Pacers made a run at that play-in tournament.
Hell yeah.
You guys getting excited about basketball again?
Oh, my God.
I'm
Can I
getting
tell
excited
you what
about
I did?
basketball.
Can I tell you what I did last night?
What'd you do last night?
I watched some of the starting five on Netflix.
Oh, you loving
I'm
it?
like 2.5 in.
It's fun.
It's fun. I want more.
Here's the thing that
I want more drama.
More drama.
Here's
more
what-
drama.
I
all
want-
these
yeah.
shows, they're like, let's do F1 Drive to Survive, but for football or but for basketball. But we're doing receivers now. None of them do it nearly as good as F1.
Oh, yeah.
And to me, they're all the same helicopter flying over. That's got to be catched on the mic, right?
Yeah, for
Catched.
sure.
You catching that on the mic.
That's ambience.
They're all making the same mistake. Just build the drama of the season.
Yeah. Do you feel
Tell
like
me a
this is a little
story.
bit less fun? I don't know how the other ones work. I guess I haven't really watched them. A little of the drama is gone because I know who's winning these games.
Well, I
I-
think
Go
they're editing it off of that feeling where they know they're not leaning
They know
into
we
making
know.
it dramatic because they know that the audience knows who wins. So they're blowing through those storylines.
But I don't think that that's the case because F1 Drive to Survive, when it came onto the scene, granted, people were not as familiar with the races and the racings and the whatnots. But then the subsequent seasons, it's on ESPN, front page. Everyone knows the outcome of that, but they
Mhm.
build the story in the same way. They add the drama. Also, you know, if you gave me fucking 20 minutes, I don't know if I could tell you the team that played in the semifinal game of the bubble of the in-season like
yeah,
it isn't, we don't remember it. They should build it up as though we don't know it. Also, the biggest thing for me is Anthony Edwards. I mean, I'll watch that guy play basketball. I'll watch him talking to a camera.
Yeah.
I think I may have a crush.
Oh, you
I
watch
got a crush on him.
He's
like him.
handsome. He's fun.
Isn't he so
You know
handsome?
what's the bet? Why Anthony
He may
Edwards?
be too young for us to say this. If you reverse the
He's a
genders, we're a
kid.
bunch of creeps.
he's a kid. I've
He's
sat this one out.
22 years
Y'all are
old.
creeps, dude.
No, all three of us said he's
Y'all
a
are
hot,
creeps.
sexy
Anthony
piece of.
Edwards is maybe my second favorite. I think Jimmy Butler is my favorite because I think Jimmy Butler is legit funny, and Anthony Edwards is like reality TV funny, and is young enough that hasn't been coached by publicists of like, you should say this.
Oh,
you
you mean
shouldn't say
reality
that.
TV just because he's unfiltered?
Yeah, he's unfiltered.
Yeah.
All the other guys are filtered, but Jimmy Butler is filtered and very funny.
Yeah, I don't want to not credit Jimmy Butler. For me, I've loved Jimmy Butler from day one just because I love that when Kevin Garnett's like, he's a dog. Everybody's like, Jimmy Butler's a dog.
Yeah.
That's the player he's been his entire career. And then it feels like as he's gotten a little older, maybe his humor has just come out a little more. Like I felt like he was mostly dog. Now I almost text you
Now
last
he's
night
like
when
a
I was
dog
watching
with a
it.
bow tie.
I almost texted you last night because we had talked about his press
Oh, the
conference
emo thing,
photos,
yeah.
and now we just know the full story. It's so fun,
It's very fun, very funny.
and I love that. I never put it together that he just does it, so they have to use that photo when they intro him.
I mean, I knew that. You guys could ask me. I could have told you that. I
We
knew
can't
that.
trust everything
I knew
you
that,
say.
though.
You know?
I
But
knew.
no, I knew he was doing a bit. I knew it was for media day. The thing I didn't put together is that like they don't just use other photos. They take all these photos in that one day.
Mhm.
So like I mean, I saw the games where you'd see the picture.
Seeing his teammates reacting of like,
Yeah.
we got to be in a picture with
I love that there's a surprise. Now I'm excited about what this year's picture is going to be.
What's it gonna be?
What's it gonna be? I'm excited.
What's it
too.
going to be?
You guys want to hear about what we're
Yes,
gonna? You guys want to hear what we're gonna talk about on the podcast today?
I'd love to.
Something I like to call the rundown.
I'd love to hear the rundown.
Woo! I got a fun conversation question. I got an update. We got laugh of the weeks this week. Shout outs from the Backyard Gang. Tommy's got a Could You Rather, and he went on a kids weekend or stayed on a kids weekend.
Andy, I got to tell you, for as good as your opening was, good energy,
Yeah.
smooth, the rundown was that
Rundown's
bad.
brutal. Also, like we literally just said, we're going to do the kids
choppy.
weekend on the Patreon.
Yeah.
I think you missed
Oh, did you
Alex's
say that?
thing.
I mean, it was
Did you say we're gonna do the kids weekend on the Patreon?
I
got a lot of notes over here.
across the board, just bad. Just
Can I take another run at it?
yeah, I'd love for you to.
I
try
don't know
again.
that it's going to get better.
We're not too well. I thought we said the kids weekend. Maybe we're gonna have time for it. Maybe we're not. We got a lot going on.
We did say that, and then I said, let's just do it on the Patreon because it's
All right.
full.
Well, this week we'll edit this so it sounds like I did it good.
I always like it when a podcast does that, and then you just hear it, and you're
Yeah.
like, they forgot.
Yeah.
They didn't
forgot.
forget. They're not paying someone to edit it.
Or they got his ass.
They got
his ass,
him.
dude.
Well, let me hit you with the update first.
Yeah, hit me with it.
Let me hit you with the update first.
What is
I forgot-
happening?
I forgot what it was.
You were
Did
so
you really?
good.
This is great.
You came out so high.
I forgot what it was. Now I remember what it was.
Okay.
On last week's episode, I believe it was last week's Patreon episode, we talked about what was the last movie that made us cry, and I didn't have an answer.
Yeah.
But now I can tell you it is We Live in Time, starring Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh. I watched it on Sunday. Oh boy,
Oh yeah.
that is a tear jerker.
I'm unfamiliar with this film.
You ready for a cry?
Outside of the fact that I read a Variety article that there's a
Mhm.
passionate love scene
Mm-hmm.
that they did not hear the director say cut, and they just kept going.
Can I tell you, I saw the headline of that story and I didn't love it because in the headline it said Andrew Garfield says the passionate love scene went on longer than it was supposed to because he didn't hear the director say cut, and I was like,
Because it took him too long to count.
it does seem like a
He's
thing.
back.
It's one of those things where like you gotta say both of them because like if you know like if you're a guy and you're humping Florence Pugh,
Uh-huh.
you probably don't hear cut. I mean, you gotta have a bouncer come in and like,
Maybe say it
it
louder.
sounds gross
Have
if he's listening because I'm like you heard it,
Yeah.
you know, but they both didn't hear
Uh-huh.
and they continued together.
Exactly. I mean, you have a spray bottle on set. Now, is that when you cried, Andy? That scene got really got you?
Yeah, I was like, they're doing it longer than they want to, and no one should be doing that. I cried.
What's I'm outside of that. I truly am unfamiliar with the film. So
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
premise of the movie?
Hold on,
We Live in Time.
we're gonna guess the premise of the movie.
Okay, we
Okay.
live in time.
Yeah,
Time
we live
travel.
in
the premise of the
time.
movie.
Off the jump, I'm going time travel. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but they're stuck. They get stuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it is? It's a reboot of Back to the Future.
I would watch it with those two.
Okay. They live on like an herb farm,
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
Mm.
and they live in time.
It's a pun. Is that a pun?
I don't think that's
What
a
is
pun.
a pun?
It's a romantic drama that is told in a non-linear way, which I think is
500 Days
where
of Summer.
We Live in Time.
Is it 500 Days of Summer?
No.
That's what
I mean,
500
it's
Days of Summer did,
Yeah, they kind of do that too. Yeah, they
So
jump
it's the
around,
same,
yeah.
but
No.
not as good.
So they don't time travel.
It's really good. The movie's really good.
But the movie time travels for them, is what you're saying.
yeah.
So
movie time
I am
travels
the
for 'em.
closest.
Hold on a second.
Okay, I got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Well, I mean, if we may watch this, it
I do highly recommend it, especially you want to have a cry or you
but
take
it's
your
the
lady on a
same
date.
two. There's not a universe, another universe. There's not a different timeline.
No.
Two people, same, but
Mm-hmm.
it goes, hey, here's us as old people or as a couple or
As a couple, you see their story as a couple, but it jumps from like beginning. It
Yeah.
jumps around
it's
Yeah.
500 Days of Summer.
the different big moments of their relationship.
Sounds like you might already be subscribed to their OnlyFans. If this is
Hold on a
this
second.
movie is what I'm thinking it is.
Oh, huge update. By the way, the only OnlyFans people I have subscribed to, as you know, is a loving couple.
Yeah,
Mm.
man, love.
And They're
Can I guess the update?
they're beautiful.
Can I guess?
You
the
can't
update?
guess it because I have to say
Can
because
I
you
guess
know.
I think
But
we know
Can
it.
I guess it?
No. 'Cause
Yeah.
then
Well,
you're
no.
just-
Let him guess. I think he's doing a thing. Let him guess it. What is it? Go ahead. Guess the premise of
Oh,
this.
I wasn't gonna guess it. Did you tell us off the podcast? I thought you told us on the podcast last week. I was about to get your ass.
All right, I was wrong. I thought he wasn't doing. I thought he
No,
was
I
doing
just
a thing.
sent a text.
I thought he
No.
was doing a
All
thing.
right.
Oh, it was over text. I thought it was on the podcast. I was gonna get you.
Get. You know what, Andy? Just get his ass anyway. I'm pro getting
I don't want to
his
guess
ass.
anymore. Now you say what it was.
We're expecting.
Oh, having a baby. You think you saw it happen?
Oh,
Possibly.
Now, yeah. Now let's do all the bits that we did in the text thread. Now I remember this.
Oh yeah. I remember this too. I left your. You sent that. You said, "Hey, guess what? Here's a screenshot of my OnlyFans couple announcing that they're pregnant."
They did a proper pregnancy announcement video.
I got that message in the car after I was a block away from your house. I mean, just that quickly onto OnlyFans. Just that quick up into the bathroom, locking the door.
No. I
Well,
mean,
it's a tight window from the end of the
Here's the
podcast
thing
to
is-
when he's got to pick up the kids.
I think, and I'm not even doing a bit here. I was not about to fornicate myself to these two people. I'm not doing a bit. That sometimes I just check for updates. Like they'll do a thing and they're like, "Hey, new," and then they're not all just them humping posts.
Yeah, you got a problem.
I got.
What else do they do?
This is great, huh?
What else do they do?
There'll be like a photo, or there'll be like an announcement, as this one was.
Or maybe like a product they like.
Oh
No products. This is clean. This is pure.
Not yet. They'll get there.
Now, when you say like a photo, is it just like their family photos?
They
like
do.
they're in sweaters.
Right now, they are offering like you can. There's like kind of like baby shower gifts, which is a very funny. I almost took a screenshot of it. Where like one, you can buy a lifetime membership for a certain amount of money because I think they're trying to stockpile cash.
What's a
Two,
lifetime membership cost?
Yeah.
to
What
an
are
OnlyFans?
we getting in?
I don't
at?
even know. It's not crazy. I'm not. It's not crazy.
I wouldn't think it would be.
It's not crazy. I think they're just trying to get as many people into that. But then my worry about them is financially. Like then you get a bunch of people to do this lifetime membership. Then it's going to feel like you're doing it for free
Mm-hmm.
for
Yeah, you
the
stop
rest.
doing
But
it,
I guess
yeah.
you're going to grow. I mean, as your family grows, your viewership grows.
Mhm.
But there's stuff on the thing where it'll be like
I don't know necessarily as your family grows, your viewership grows with OnlyFans.
I hope it
Sex
doesn't.
couple.
I honestly, for your sake, I hope it doesn't. I think it's illegal if it does. It should be if it's not.
No, you're ruining it.
I don't know.
There's stuff like it'll be like you can request. They just release videos of them. I say they're making love. It's
Yeah.
not.
What do they say they're doing?
They say it's making love.
Do they?
And you can go. Hey, here's some money. Can you guys make love on the bed?
So
or the
that's
couch?
that's what they title the videos. They're like, I make love to this dirty little in the
These
car.
two make love on the bed. These freaks.
You can put them on. You can ask them to be on the bed. You can ask them to be on the couch. These things. I mean, I'm just kind of here passively watching.
They for their sake, they shouldn't be home work life balance. They shouldn't be doing that in their bed. They should be doing that somewhere else. There needs to be a line. Go get a hotel.
Well, I think that they're just so into each other, which is exciting for everybody. They're all over.
that's your dream. That's just you're just a fly on the wall. You're just watching what they would be doing anyway.
Yeah, I need to know that both people are into it. I need to know that they like each other.
And
I
do
think I mean we're getting to a fantasy where I'm borderline on like I need to know that they sold a show and it got on the air
Yeah,
and they love each other. Just all the things I don't have right now.
their Father's Day card says my name on it. That's what I want. What else is on that rundown? That was a fun little
Wait,
detour.
we did the rundown.
Yeah, you guys want to hear
I
the
said,
whole
what
thing?
else is on it? What's next here?
You want to hear how they ripping me out?
Oh, I want to hear that ripping
They're
you off.
ripping me off, man. I had to have some work done on my car this week.
Mm-hmm.
I had to replace the axles. $3,000 it cost me.
An axle?
An axle. No, altogether.
Altogether.
The axles. Also, I need a new splash guard. They did a balance, whatever. I don't know.
I thought the car had
$3,000.
one axle in the front and one axle in the back.
Well,
It's crazy to me.
What
This
goes
is the
down the
front
middle?
axles.
Drive shaft?
I don't know.
Is that what it is? No,
Yeah.
that's the drive shaft that goes from the front to the back, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh man,
But I
there's-
think, an axle is wheel to wheel. That's an axle.
So is
Listen,
it
guys, I don't know
independent
what's going on.
suspension?
There's also axle rows.
I don't know what's going
Well,
on.
maybe there's four. You know what? Maybe there's four.
One for each wheel.
One for each wheel. Maybe it's like independent. I don't know
Yeah.
enough. I'm running out of words.
The front
about
ones were
cars.
busted up. That's what they said.
Was it from
Car's about to.
jumping a ravine or something?
You know how I like to jump ravines.
Yeah, you're always jumping.
Yeah.
ravines.
Yeah. What
Did
if I
they
get
say
away
what
from the
causes
police?
it? The,
I think it just wore out. You know,
how
Car's
are the
got
back ones?
150,000 miles. The back ones are good.
Here's the thing about Andy. He drives that car. You know what I mean? Andy, tell him when you bought it, how many miles are on that car. I mean, Andy drives this car.
When I bought it, how many
Yeah.
miles are on the car?
No, when you bought it, now how many miles are on it? What year did you buy it? When did you buy the car?
Oh,
Why?
you know what? This car does not have as many miles on it as in my past. We've all piled miles on it.
Yeah, but
This car's got 150,000 miles. It's 2016.
2016.
Oh, that's not bad,
150,000.
actually.
It's not bad. Yeah. These years in LA have not been driving as much as Midwest years.
Yeah, but these
On the road.
miles, these are hard miles.
They're
these
hard
these city
miles.
miles. You know what I mean? These aren't highway Midwest miles.
Did
These
they
are,
go full front to back and say, hey, once you have this done, you're going to be good for a long time?
Yeah, they're like, it's all good now. It's
Yeah?
all good. So I did it. But here's how they
Did they look under the hood?
I don't know if they looked in the hood or not.
They kicked the
They might have
tires?
just looked under it.
Right?
Have you ever taken your car to a dealer lately? Anybody?
I don't. I never
You
would.
take your car. Well, I don't know where else to go.
Go to a mechanic.
I
Just
don't know which one. You just
spin
let
a
me know.
wheel.
I don't know
always want to go to a
anything,
mechanic.
so-
You went to the dealer?
Yeah, I went to the dealer.
Oh,
Don't
God.
go to a dealer.
Oh,
boy.
God.
Here
Andy,
we go.
No
I-
wonder you got ripped
Here
off.
we go.
I think I said this on the podcast. My
Here we
rear
go.
view mirror fell off my window. I
Uh-huh.
took it to the dealership. They said
Yeah.
it's going to cost you $150 to
Mhm.
fix this here. I go, okay, cool. I
What a
drive.
dream to pay $150.
I drive 2 blocks. This is just to glue the mirror back
Uh-huh.
onto the window. I drive 2 blocks to a mechanic. I go, hey, I don't know if you can fix this, but my thing. They do it for free.
Uh-huh.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Is the
Yeah.
dealer's going to cost
Listen,
$150? They do it
I
for
would
free.
love to have a mechanic guy. I
You
don't
don't
have one.
seem like you want a mechanic because you didn't text
I don't
either
have
of
one.
us for a mechanic.
Hmm.
I got a guy.
You got a mechanic?
He's
I got a guy.
You don't even have a real car. You got
That's
one of
true.
these electric
But
cars.
my
That's
old
true.
car.
I can't take a regular car to your
No, my old car.
toy mechanic. I don't know what they're doing over there.
They're looking for the plug all
I
I wait
used
for them
to-
to finish fixing the rest of the golf carts.
I had a
This is
mechanic
car.
when I had the Jeeps. I had a mechanic. Now the crazy thing about this car, oh man, I love this car. This car's great. And then you go, oh, you know, I got this tiny problem with it. I go into the app, everything's digital. I go, hey, I got a thing. Can you guys fix it? They're like, don't fucking we'll fix that. How's 4 months from now sound? You bring it in, we'll do it. You can't get in right. I'm like driving this thing like it's a Fabergé egg because I'm like, if something goes wrong, it doesn't get fixed for months.
Just have a broken car.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't mean to shame you immediately.
Here's how they listen, I would love to go to a mechanic. I just, car was broke, needed to get it fixed.
You needed to get it fixed. Well, how are they ripping you
I always
off?
say if it ain't
I mean,
broke,
I think we know how they're ripping you
Don't
off
fix
because
it.
you took it to the place where they rip you off. But
Yeah.
what specifically did they do to rip you off?
Here's how they rip me off. They're so thirsty to buy used cars there. The second you go in, they're like, can we buy your car?
Mm-hmm.
We'd love to buy your car, So I go in there and I'm in an Uber on the way home from dropping the car off and I get a text.
Yeah,
Hey, we want to buy your car.
that's
You
weird.
interested in hearing an offer? And I
Uh-huh.
was like, yeah, I'm interested. And the guy goes like $9,600, something like that. Let's just say $9,600.
Yeah.
So it's in that range. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to think about it.
Okay.
And then, the next day they get back to me. They tell me it's going to cost $3,000.
uh-huh.
And so I text the salesman. I was like, this offer that you made me $9,600. Is that good as is?
Mhm.
Or is it minus the $3,000? And he doesn't respond to me at all. He doesn't respond to me.
Yeah.
And so I go ahead and tell them to fix the car. I pay. And then the salesman gets back with me and is like, oh, no, it doesn't include it. It doesn't include it. Because I was like, I'm still kind of interested, especially if it's $9,600 plus you're going to give me back the money that I just paid.
Right.
And he's like, no, we don't do that. It doesn't include that. I'm like, well, if you would have bought it yesterday for the price that you said, would you have charged yourselves $3,000?
Uh-huh.
if you change,
That's how they ripping me
They're
off.
ripping
if you
off.
change around the verbs and adjectives and the who's and the what's, it's not if he bought it. Yet if you had said yes,
Yeah.
he would have paid you $9,600 for it. You wouldn't have had to pay the $3,000.
Yeah, but that's what I
You got these
should have
guys
just sold it right
ripping
away.
you- So is
that's-
that
But I didn't really want. I mean, I kind of was like, oh, it might be nice. Just take
But
that money.
the
and
difficulty
run.
with that is getting into because used cars are, I don't know if they're still expensive, but they
Yeah.
were so expensive.
Yeah, to get to a new car is
Mhm.
tough. But that's how
what
they
would
ripping
you
me
what
off.
would you have got? You get this.
I think I wouldn't have gotten a car right away. I talked about it with
Ooh.
my wife, and I think I would have just driven around her little bug for a few months.
You would look like a fun guy in a bug.
Save some
You in a
money.
bug?
We would have just had one car for a few months, and that's what
We
the
have
idea
we
was
have
gonna
a
be.
close friend that did that. You can ask him how it went. Seemed like I think he's still doing it.
He's still doing it.
It's
Yeah,
saving
maybe
all this
lasts
money.
forever. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's saving all this money.
that just could be your life. Especially, she works from home.
She works from home.
You know what I mean?
I don't like her to leave the house.
You never want to
Yeah.
leave the house. You got her chained to the couch. You could save some money. Well, what else we got?
Oh, you know what else we got? Well, you said you maybe want to say that. You know what? These notes are too hectic.
You
That's
know
the
what?
problem this week.
We did throw some
problem this week.
curveballs at you.
What you guys want to do? A laugh of the week?
Love to do a laugh of the week. Laugh of the week here.
Also, with Tommy's laugh of the week, that should be a drop button. I've heard from some listeners that the buttons didn't work.
Well, I fixed them because
Last
they
week.
are hearing that, baby. I figured out the problem, and I think I know what it was. Tommy turned down the channel that was the button. Tommy's sneaking
It
around
does seem
after
like they're all
hours.
turned down still.
Well, I have that one right there. That's the
Is
button.
that right? You
Yeah.
snuck in there.
He
Tommy,
snuck
and
in there.
turned them down?
I mean, listen to that. That is.
Is this true?
God,
No,
that's beautiful.
I don't even know. I'm
They're
just seeing
back,
1,
baby.
2, 3, 4. I guess that's not the
Oh,
right
yeah, well,
one.
you're not
Those are
looking at this.
headphones.
'Cause that is a button, baby. That is a button, my man. And we are back. The buttons are back.
I just
Everyone's
wish. Have
happy
you
about it.
Googled how to make them things?
I told you I've pulled up multiple 15-minute long YouTube videos.
No,
Three
who has
weeks.
who has 15 minutes?
It's been
Dude,
3 weeks.
Nobody has
They
15
make
minutes.
I watched a whole video on why YouTube videos are getting longer, and it's because the longer if they are over a certain length, they can drop an ad in the middle,
Oh.
and so you get paid an extra.
Speaking
bit.
of, these full episodes are available on YouTube a week later.
Get over there.
Or
Backyard
if you
Hang
want
on
them a
YouTube,
week
dude.
up, you get on that Patreon. You get all the Tuesday videos the week of, and some
Mhm.
beautiful bonus features as a patron.
What's
Well,
your laugh of the week, Alex?
My laugh of the week, I'm driving with my one true love in the car, and we park at a stoplight. We park at
I
a
didn't know
stoplight.
Sam Evans was in town.
Come on, here's my guy.
Ah.
We stop at a stoplight, and she's looking out the window at one of these kind of hole in the wall massage, nail, spa places.
Mhm. I love those hole in the wall massages.
Hole-
I got one at a truck
Yeah.
stop once.
And she goes, "What do you think a massage costs at a place like that?" And I go, "I don't know, like $35." And she's looking out the window. I go, $35. She just goes, "Nice," as if I had just told her what the actual price was. Really got
That's like
me.
something like a moment at the end of a Coen Brothers movie.
Yeah, nice. Great
Nice.
price.
What is this? Okay.
What's your laugh of the week over there?
Here's my laugh of the week. Last Monday, we went to the Tom Jones concert.
Oh, it's not unusual.
We went to see Tom Jones. I've been so into Tom Jones since we watched it too. I've been listening to his music.
You listen to those two songs.
I'm
over and
listening
over
to.
again?
He's got a huge catalog. You wouldn't believe the career this man's had.
Does he really?
He really does.
Is he old to
He's
the point that the
84
show
years
is
old.
weird?
He's
He's
84.
84 years old. Yeah, and I mean he's not dancing around too much, but his voice is unbelievable. That gate is open.
Oh shit! That's an Alex thing.
What do you mean that's an
Jolene
Alex?
He let the
thing.
last
Is
guy
Jolene
in,
inside?
didn't close the gate.
Jolene's inside, right?
Jolene
Okay,
is
we're all
inside.
good.
We're gonna double check.
We're all good. So I'm at the Tom Jones. I started listening to his autobiography.
He has a huge dick, right?
I don't know. I don't know. He hasn't mentioned it in
Isn't
the
that-
autobiography if it's big or not.
Is that from something that?
I don't know.
I think maybe like a Dana Carvey or somebody's
I don't know.
bit about how big Tom
I don't know.
Jones's dick is.
I think I may have told you guys this before the concert, but Tori was on Wikipedia and she was finding facts about him on Wikipedia. Married to one woman his whole life. They got married at like 16 or something. That's when he got her pregnant. So he was super young, and married one woman the whole life. But at the peak of his fame, he said that he was having sex with about 250 different ladies a year
Hell yeah.
yeah.
dude.
at the peak of his fame. So 84-year-old man on stage.
But did it say anything about the secret to a long marriage?
have sex with 250 different women a year?
Have you heard Tom Jones has a big dick?
Have I heard Tom Jones has a big dick? I think I maybe heard it the last time you asked this question, but before that, I had
Isn't it-
not.
Isn't it
heard
from
that.
a comedian that says like I went and saw Tom? It's Tom and it's Jones. I feel like it's Dana Carvey.
I think you're thinking of Milton Berle. Milton Berle's
Milton
got
Berle's
a huge
got a big
crank.
hog. Everybody said that.
Huge crank on Milton
Listen,
Berle.
the amount of ladies and the sexuality of this man and how deep his voice is. I never really thought of What's New Pussycat as like a filthy song.
Oh,
But the way he sang it live was filthy.
Filthy.
These
These ladies,
sexual.
these old
song.
gals ripping their tops off, throwing them up the stage.
I learned a story about the What's New Pussycat because I'm also listening to his autobiography. I had so much fun at the
Oh
concert.
my
I was like,
God.
I gotta
Does
learn
he
more
read
about
it?
this guy. Burt Bacharach writes the song "What's New Pussycat" and calls Tom Jones over. He's like, "Hey, I got a song. It's the title song of a Woody Allen movie that's coming out. Let me play it for you. I think you would be good to be the singer of this song." So Burt Bacharach plays him the song, and afterwards, Tom Jones is like, you're having me on. What's the real song, mate? And Burt Bacharach's pissed off, because he was like, that's a joke song. That's not the real song. But it was the real song.
Yeah.
And then he didn't want to do it, but his agent was like, you're crazy. And then he recorded it, and it was his biggest hit
It's
today.
a fucking bop, dude.
Dana Carvey has a whole bit about Tom Jones and his huge dick. We get rumors here that Tom Jones has a 13-inch penis.
Yeah, this guy's all over OnlyFans. This guy can't.
That's how
turn
he's
off
living to
OnlyFans.
84.
You have a big dick, you live longer?
Yeah, I think so.
Is
That's
that right?
true, right?
I
It
hope
has to
so,
be.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I guess we'll find out, guys.
I think it's why I look so young.
He's back.
Anyway, so I'm watching the concert. I'm having a great time. He's very fun. He's singing. He's saying anecdotes. He's giving anecdotes, which I love during
I
concerts.
love an anecdote.
And he's telling the story. He goes, I was here. We're at the Greek Theater. He's like, I was here last year. And he's got a fun accent too. He's Welsh. So it's like between.
I never
know
knew.
that.
I thought he was just
He's
a
Welsh.
farm-raised American man
He's
here.
a Welshman.
Tom Jones.
He's a Welshman.
Mm-hmm.
So he's telling the story. He goes, last time I was here, I was at the Hollywood Bowl. You guys liking the accent?
Have you been working on it? Yeah.
I was working on it a little bit.
It's pretty
I was
good.
at the Hollywood Bowl. We were celebrating Willie Nelson turned 90 years old. And I heard 90 years old. Seems a little old to be out here singing and dancing.
He's having fun.
Pretty funny,
He's
man. Brought the
having fun.
house down.
Yeah, yeah.
84-year-old man.
Nice.
Tom Jones made me laugh.
Sold
man.
out, jam-packed.
Sold out. It was a
Jam-packed.
blast.
Good for him.
End to end, bangers, singing. Interesting thing about the guy, he's not like a songwriter. He's like, people just brought him
He's a
songs.
he's a showman.
And he was like,
Yeah.
I'll sing that song.
When you're packing heat like
I'll
that,
sing that
people
song.
bring you shit.
Yeah.
You
People
don't
lay
got to
it-
do much.
Lay it at your feet, put it right in your lap. Well, that same night, Andy, I went to a concert at the Hollywood Bowl.
I'll do my
Mhm,
laugh of the week
mhm.
next week.
You're at
Oh,
the
you'll do
Greek.
your laugh of the week next week?
Yeah.
Hold
we'll
on, I
just
gotta
go
get
on.
this in. I gotta
Alex
get this
has
in.
a nice segue here.
I gotta get
Go
this
ahead
in.
here,
I
pal.
gotta get this in. So I go to the Hollywood Bowl. I see the National. I see the War on Drugs, and I see Lucius. Okay. Now I go. We talked about it. I go.
What, Harry Potter?
Jason Hellerman's got an extra ticket. You guys seemed a little offended. I
Mhm.
did check in with him, and I want to make you guys feel better. It is because I'm younger and cooler than both of you that I got invited. So I go to this concert. I have a great
I think
time.
all those bands sounded fun.
I had a great time at this concert. Here's this crazy thing. So,
But also, we'll just
Huh?
gotcha. I'm doing a gotcha.
all right, hit me with it. I'd love to
Jason
hear it.
Hellerman goes, I got fucking tickets to a concert. It's 3 bands. Alex is like, I like one, but maybe I don't even know who's going. I'm dreading it.
I don't know.
But he goes.
I don't know this impression.
But we've asked him to do 5, or personally, every time we ask him to do something, I got to run.
He runs.
He
he's running a
literally
lot
has
these
to
days.
run.
He's
We're
got a-
getting-
I have
He's
We're
got a
run.
marathon
getting
coming
no,
up.
but you
I
don't have to
had-
run on the
I had-
Nationals. You get to go to a concert. You can't go. You
I
can't watch a
had no
baseball
run
game.
that day.
But also, we're on a day where like I can't run. I'm running at night. Now there's a baseball game at 1 p.m. I say, hey, let's watch the game. You're like, I can't watch the game. It's 1 p.m.
I have to run 20 miles later. I
have to is bananas right
I
here.
have to do it. I don't know what you want from here. So I go to this
When's
show.
the marathon? Are you almost there?
It's we are 1 month out.
Jesus.
This weekend, 1 month
Even
out.
the marathon lead up is long.
Yeah, it is. You have to train for it. So I go to this concert. A lot of young hip cats there, and we're having a good time. And the National shuts it down.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mean closes?
Closes it, shuts it down, closes the Hollywood Bowl. Very cool. Fog rolled in. Beautiful, beautiful show. You know how at the end of a concert, sometimes they'll throw like a guitar pick into the crowd. They'll rip a set lift off the stage. They'll hand it out. First thing that the lead singer of the National gives to the crowd, the mic stand.
Hands or
Wow.
throws?
He hands it to someone he gives someone the mic stand in the crowd. And I go, that's one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
I don't know that I would like to have
in my
that.
life. You should have a mic. I feel like you're not allowed to have it. Security should come take it away from you. So then he gives some set list. Then I go, that mic stand is one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Is it a cool mic stand?
Just
It's a
starts breaking
regular
down
mic
the
stand.
drums, handing them out.
But then he unplugs the microphone and gives the microphone to somebody. And I go, that's maybe the coolest thing that I've ever seen, to get the microphone from your favorite band at a concert. And it went from, I was like, this guy's wacky, to like, oh, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I mean, you think microphone cooler than guitar?
I mean, guitar may be cooler than microphone.
Zach Bryan regularly will give a guitar. I think that sometimes he'll pick I've seen him do it to like kids at like their kind of their. This dog's wet.
This dog's trying
He's
to drink some
excited.
coffee over here.
So Zach Bryan will be leaving, and then people are kind of at the rails. He exits through the crowd, and I've seen him like give a guitar to. It's like a very
pretty
nice,
cool.
sweet moment.
Pretty cool, dude.
I saw a guy one time give away his bass player.
Give away his bass player?
The bass player?
Yeah.
Like to a different band?
I don't know. The idea that this is even fucking entertained as
Which
a
band
real
was it?
thing.
We just thought there was an extra beat. I mean,
Was
I
it
knew it was a
Flea?
bit, but I thought there was another beat coming.
Is Flea a bass player?
Flea slaps the bass.
How
yeah.
many famous bass players can you name?
Flea, Pete Townsend.
The guy that
Paul
did Mitch Hedberg's
McCartney.
album.
Is Pete Townsend a bass player?
I don't know.
Strike Pete Townsend. Paul McCartney.
Mhm.
Flea.
That's where my list ends.
Mark from Blink 182. Mark Hoppus. That's all I got for you, I think. think that's
Shout
all
out to
I
all
got.
the bass players out there.
Shout out to the
Taking
bass
them
players.
basses for a walk.
Well, what's your
Tell
laugh
me
of
what's
the
your
week?
laugh.
Slap
for
of the
me.
bass. I don't know. We'll circle back to this. Just move forward. What the fuck are we doing? I did the bit.
You forgot it.
No, I do remember it, but it's like it doesn't. I did
Well,
the bit
everybody's
that I'll
waiting
do
to
it
hear
next
it. All
week.
the audience is like,
Yeah,
"Ooh,
come
can't
on.
No,
wait,
we're
gotta
moving
get to
forward.
It. Everybody wants to hear it.
We took a detour.
We're not in the flow right now.
It's a free-ranging conversation.
We're not in the flow because you're refusing to flow.
Yeah, you're refusing to flow, baby.
I said I would do it. Then the next one I did the bit. We're moving on.
Okay, well, that was a bit,
That
and
was
now
a
we're coming
bit.
back.
Now we circle back.
No,
Want to hear the interesting laugh?
it's
of the
all
week?
choppy. I'm not doing no.
I think he doesn't remember, Andy. What do you got on that
You
right
guys
now?
want to hear a shout out?
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you a shout out from the backyard.
to the backyard gang.
From the backyard gang. This one is I love this one. This is one that is great. Jared Bennett. I'm with Andy. Inside Out was so bad. So
Don't
bad.
fucking cherry
I
pick
stopped
these
halfway
shout outs.
And opted out on Inside Out too.
I'm gonna
Un-
change.
Not even cherry pick. Jared Bennett agrees with me. Inside Out sucks. And then also Steve Smolin. I believe this comment is also agreeing with me that
Uh-huh.
Inside Out is bad. Come on, guys. If a $7 billion corporation can't explain our children's feelings to them, who else is gonna? That's sarcasm. That's two people
I'm
agreeing
gonna
with me.
change the Patreon
fucking-
password,
Well,
Andy.
what- agreeing with me.
Is this guy just taking down the film industry and also the book industry? Like books, the main publishing company that
Mhm.
books is probably a multi-billion-dollar corporation.
Mhm.
We're not saying like, oh, because they're that. We
There's
don't.
no need to personally attack Steve Smolin just because he agrees
Just
with me.
Because
That Inside
companies
Out's
make
bad.
money off of art does not change the fact that it is art. Okay, it is a beautiful film. It's moving, and the three of you together can go hang out in your little "We Don't Have a Soul" club and just repress your feelings and talk about cars
Well,
and
maybe we will watch
What-
Cars, a movie that's funny.
It's like Cars is good. I just saw
Cars
Cars
is good.
recently. Cars is good. I'm not gonna push back
Should I
on that.
put lotion on these little paws?
You know what people
What
do? I think people will put coconut oil on their dogs'
Oh.
paws. A little coconut oil
They
down
look
there.
all right.
Moisturize them.
Yeah, they look okay.
Give her a little pedicure.
Ooh,
A little
patty.
spa day.
You guys didn't want to hear a conversation starter question?
I'd love to have a conversation.
This one comes to us from my wife
Oh, all right.
because of a car that we saw, and I don't even remember what the car said, but here's the question. You have to get one word across the front of your windshield. You've seen cars that have this.
No fear.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's
You
two.
have to
Did
get
you say
one
no fear?
word.
No fear. That's
What
two.
do you get? You can pick two words if you want.
I can pick two words.
Is no fear where you get, I mean, it's just got to fit.
How about this? I pick ambulance, but backwards. That's what I choose.
What did you guys see?
That's pretty good. I can't even remember what it was. We just started talking about it. It's funny. It's funny to have to choose. You have to.
I feel like no fear is one I see. Forever I see sometimes.
Forever.
Where are you still
Forever.
seeing No
With
Fear?
the 4?
I've seen no fear.
I haven't seen No
Did you
Fear
guys
since
have
high
No
school.
Fear t-shirts when you were young?
I
Do
never
you remember
had
what they
one.
said on the back?
Did you
I
have
had
one?
one.
You had
Yeah.
a no fear
I
t-shirt?
had one I thought was so cool. Mine said, the cost of living is dying.
Right.
Everyone
Okay.
pays.
Wow.
Oh.
No fear.
You know, sometimes,
That's
honestly,
how I live my life, baby.
before this, Andy, when we've talked, I was like, I think Andy and I would have been friends in high school, and now I don't know.
My
I loved No Fear. I loved Big Johnson. I liked my shirts to be branded.
this is one I follow
No Fear's
a nice
Instagram
place to
account.
buy what do you call, like, retro clothing?
Oh, yeah.
Vintage clothing. Hallidays.closet on Instagram. He's always got great stuff. He's got a No Fear t-shirt here. On the back it says "Drive it like you stole it,"
Okay.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
a No Fear t-shirt, and on the back it has a picture of a couch. It says "Everyone's a pro from here." Oh, that's
Oh.
shitting on you,
Okay.
Monday morning quarterbacks. He's got a
Mhm.
great George Strait shirt that I actually considered buying.
Scoop it up, dude. Let's see. I get. Yeah, I think ambulance. I think ambulance. No, here's what I would
I
do.
think you're
Ambulance?
breaking the law if
No,
you
I
get
get
ambulance.
ambulance, but the right way. So when people see it, it's backwards. You know what I
I
mean?
think
Because
you
on
can't
ambulance,
how
just
it's
ambulance
say
back.
you're an
have it?
ambulance.
No, ambulance
Oh.
have it backwards, so you see ambulance.
Oh, I
I'm getting
see.
it the right way, so when you see it, it's
Uh-huh.
backwards, and people are confused.
I think it's illegal to get ambulance.
Well, we'll find out when I get ambulance on my car. But I want to get it
Well, what if
in
you
the
stop
no
and
fear.
save some people too?
I want to get it in the no fear font
In the
also.
No Fear font?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Ambulance in the no
Well, I think
fear
you got to
font.
get something that doesn't make people want to hurt your car.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? If you get like a sports team, you never know somebody's going to take a dump on your
Yeah.
your thing there. So,
Maybe get your phone number, huh? You know,
Yeah, get
Yeah.
a phone
put your
number
phone
so
number
people
on there.
know.
Call me, baby.
what was yours?
Johnagin.
You picked Johnagin?
No, I just now thought of that.
That's fun. I'm gonna get the in all the lyrics to "What's My Age Again" on the front window. It's hard to see. It's really not safe, but I want the whole song in the front window.
The whole song.
The whole song, yeah.
Pretty good song.
I think I could fit it. I think I could fit it all on there. What about you guys? Come on, get in there. What do we
I
do?
feel like
What
what are we doing here?
I want to get something like peace or chill. Maybe I get chill.
I'll get
Chill?
demure.
Chill.
Demure?
Demure.
Yeah.
that's fun. I mean,
I'm
we're
of the time.
Yeah, but age is out very quickly.
Uh-huh.
I feel
I'll
like
get
No, bro.
chuggy then.
If there's anything that's going to stick, it's that.
it's demure. Demure's
There's
got
no
staying
way
power.
that's a trend. I'm getting that tattooed on me.
Demure's got staying power. Well, we know a tattoo artist, and Andy, I believe last time you shouted
Mhm.
out the tattoo artist. Maybe
I
you
did
made
give
a
her
bit
shout
of an
out, but I
error.
did say the wrong name
Oh,
of her
fuck.
tattoo
Mhm.
parlor. I did say that. I realized it right after we finished the episode. The name of her tattoo place
It's
is
mosquito.
Poker's Club.
Poker's
What'd you
Club.
call
Club and Joker's Wild. Poker's Club. You see
Poker's
how
Club.
you see how
It
I
was
got to
different.
the
I see how you got
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
I bet I'm not the only one that said
Absolutely.
it wrong.
We this is a fun moment, not my laugh of the week, but Everett, her phone, I put her older cousin's phone number in it. Everett
Mhm.
is 9. Her cousin's a freshman in college. Her cousin is so sweet to eat. Like, I'm imagining like me at 18 getting a text from a 9-year-old.
Mhm.
I don't know that I'm responding. I don't know, but this kid who's so great is like, will text Everett back. She just checks in. So she checks in yesterday. Everett's got her phone out. She goes, I go, hey, she texts you. She opens it up. She texts WYD. Everett goes, what's WYD? And I go, would you, Heather's guessing. Harper comes barreling out of her room. She comes to us like a lawyer. She just puts her hands in my face. She goes, you're too old. You're too young. I can't believe this is happening right now. And it was like a real sitcom scene where we're like, what would you, and
What you
even in this
doing?
moment it's
Yeah.
what you doing?
What you doing?
Yeah. I fucking lost it. I was
I
like,
know it
what,
from being
would
on the
you,
apps.
Yeah, and I know it just because I'm
Oh,
young.
is that the dating thing? People say, what you doing?
Yeah, people are like WYD, and then women hate it because they're like, ask a question.
Yeah,
You know, I never did it, but sometimes women have on their thing like, ask me a question and something better than WYD.
I can't believe someone says WYD on a dating. Like, is that like, that's what you would say is like when you just want to
Yeah.
have them over to
Well, Andy,
have sex, right?
correct me if I'm wrong. Your opener on the dating apps was just fuck ? Is that right? That's what you would just
It
kind of
worked
get in there.
90% of the time.
DTF, I remember
when
that
you got
one.
when you got
DTF.
pics like I did on there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they just show up.
they're
baby.
knocking your door down. That's
We should create dating profiles for fun. You know? Just as a bit for the podcast.
just as a silly bit, huh?
It'd be fun. We all just do it. Or
Just
maybe
a
just like one
silly
of us
bit,
does
yeah.
it and goes on dates and
Sure.
talks about
yeah,
it
okay.
for the podcast.
That would be good.
What
for
if
the
one of
podcast.
us just starts like fucking other
Very
women
good for the
for the
Okay.
podcast.
Yeah, no, I think that would be
Very
Just
good.
like maybe, or
I-
just like goes on dates and tries to get a lady to say something nice about him.
And I think the
That's the
audience
kind
will,
of stuff we put on the Patreon.
I think the audience will know when we do that when they notice that the background is a little different. The location is
Studio
changed.
apartment hang.
This is a different vibe to the show now.
The sun came out, boys.
The sun came out.
The sun's
Does that
here.
fuck
It's
up
in a
your
nice
camera?
spot too. It's
No,
not too
the
sunny
camera's in
over
the
here.
shade. We're good. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I did get something on my
I just got
pants
a call
here.
from a 314 number. Andy knows where that's about.
Who's calling from St. Louis?
My God.
Missouri.
Missouri. Yeah.
Missouri.
Maybe it's one of those lunatics.
Hey, I'm going to pitch you. Can I do a thing in real time that's not on the rundown?
Yeah.
Have we talked about Prague?
I mean, you and I
No.
talked about Prague the other day. Is it related to maybe you're going to go there?
Have we talked
You
about
going
this?
to Prague?
So I'm just, is this
Hold on,
not a-
Andy. Where is Prague?
Czechoslovakia?
Damn it, you piece of shit. We got it wrong. How dare you
I
get it
didn't
right?
get it wrong. What the fuck are you talking
He
about?
got it
we?
wrong. He got
You're
it
out
wrong.
of your fucking mind.
I said, Tommy, where's Prague? He was like, I don't know.
You saying we
He said-
is offensive.
He said maybe Montreal. He didn't even say a country. He said a different city.
I hate that you said Montreal.
Montreal.
Montreal. So and this is maybe
God,
not
how
for
smart did I seem just now?
as smart
You
as I
would've said it-
seemed the other day
you
when he
would've
asked
said it with
me, and
more
now he's just
confidence.
realizing he's the only person.
He got it wrong.
I said Czech Republic.
You
Is
got
that
it
the
wrong.
same answer that you just said?
No.
Anyway.
It might be the same. I don't know. I don't know.
I'll find out. I know someone that's going there for work. I am starting a new gig that doesn't start till January. So I have some time here. I'm looking at this. The hotels there are like $80 for a
Mhm.
nice hotel. You can get a 5-star, the nicest hotel they give you in Prague for $200 a night.
Oh, man, just
The
get a
flight,
4-star. Save some money. 4-star still
flight
nice.
is-
You do 20.
the difference is not. I think the difference in 4 and 5-star. Correct me if I'm wrong, and blow me if I'm right.
Mm.
I think it's literally like 24-hour room service. I think if you're a super nice hotel and you don't have 24-hour room service, they make you be a 4-star. But anyway, I'm thinking about going over there, and my buddy's making a show. I maybe just like I could be flying. The whole idea came from he's like, you should come. We're friends, but we're not
Mhm.
3 guys on a podcast friends. We're not the tightest friends. We hang out here and there. So my question is like, when someone just says that,
Mhm.
if I show up, do I seem like a lunatic? Not just show up, but if I go, hey, I'm coming these dates, my pitch would be like, hey, I'm coming these dates. You know, I can come on set and pitch and you know, because his staff's not going.
Yeah.
Or I could say, hey, I'm just gonna be there at the same time as you. No obligation to even have coffee with me.
Mhm.
You just planted the seed. I've got some time before this new gig starts. I got my global entry card in. I'm dying to use it. Is this crazy? Should I just go to
I think you
Prague for
should
like
go.
5 days?
I
I think you
think
should
your life
go.
becomes a lot more fun when you start opening yourself up to saying yes to things. Even if you think the person maybe didn't fully mean it, you just say yes, you know?
Andy saw Yes Man. He's really into it.
Yeah, I did. But I think you have a fun life. You know, you just start saying yes to things.
I
Yeah.
think you
Especially
should go.
stuff that sounds fun.
I'm pro you going, but I think
It's
the
gonna be
move
chilly.
is you check in with him. You go, hey, I'm looking at these dates. Just wanted to make sure
Well,
these
I
would
just
work.
texted him the other day, and I go, I watched the full video, and I go, I'm thinking about coming out. Fast forward, sorry, someone we had a phone stolen from our door. I got a package. Just gotta make sure no one's stealing it. I said, hey, I'm thinking about fast forwarding this friendship. I may just go to Prague. I watched this. I sent him a video of Prague, whatnot, and he's like, dude, come! Exclamation point. So I mean, I think we're there. I may just pitch out the dates next.
Okay, pick out the dates
Yeah.
and have fun in Montreal. It's a beautiful city, my man. You're gonna have a really good time.
Here's the thing about it. I look at it. It is beautiful. Someone told me this. I'm not a historian. I don't know anything. But someone said, and this may be, as I'm saying, I'm like, I hope this is not just like mean propaganda. But they just, during World War II, it's this beautiful city
Mm-hmm.
with beautiful buildings and historical architecture,
It's
whatever.
okay. Don't get choked up, man.
They go, World War II happens, and they are like, hey, we're coming. And they're just like, you come on in. Hey,
Hey.
we're not gonna put up a fight.
Open door.
They just folded so they didn't get bombed and taken over. So they just like
nothing got
immediately
destroyed.
said white flag.
Yeah.
So they have stuff there that didn't get destroyed, whereas other places they had to, they got bombed, they got taken over. It's like it was World War II. It was a
I
bummer.
hear what you're saying, and I think you should try and take over the city when you go. I think you got a real shot.
They just let people take it over. You just have to ask.
Yeah. Hey, I want this. They go, all right.
What's over there that you're looking to see?
That's
and
the
you going
thing.
by yourself? You taking people? You taking family?
No, I'm just gonna go by myself.
Mhm.
If I do go, I'm gonna go by myself. The thing about this place is, if we went to this international trip last and then over the summer, and I'm like, here's the next 5 places. I think if you had said, write down 20 cities that places you would go, I don't know that I would have gotten to Prague.
Yeah, you didn't
But
even know
every
where it
time
was.
I've brought it up to people who have been there, they're like, it's a must go. You gotta go. It's one of the best places in the world. You gotta
Wow.
go.
What kind of food we talking in Prague?
I watched a whole video of it. They got
Prague
good
food?
food there. Prague,
I'm
Prague?
coming too, baby.
Did you say frog too?
No, I said Prague. I said Prague food.
Prague frog?
Prague frog. Is
How
it
we get Santa Monica on this list of cities you're going to visit?
nice? Nice. This
I
guy's back.
was saying
This
this
guy's fully back.
on this steak dinner that we do. I looked up and
Okay, you found a spot?
I think
meat
there's a spot
meat on ocean.
Manhattan
meat on
Beach or places. We could come down that direction.
Love it.
I know a good spot. I mean, it's kind of small. Andy lives there, but it's really cool.
Is it Andy's house?
It's Andy's apartment, and you can just go and just like hang out. The vibes are chill. He's usually got some lollipops in the fridge.
I'll cook some steaks.
Yeah.
What if we did a steak night at the house?
Yeah, we'll do a steak night at the house.
I got a bro weekend coming up. Tori's going to New York to visit some of her friends.
Oh,
when?
Like the 27th through the 1st or something like that.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
What am I not going to do?
Yeah,
I don't know.
probably jerk off. I bet.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
What was the thing? Was like she was like, "What? Where are you gonna? Don't jerk off in all the rooms?" And then you were like, "I don't really jerk off in all the rooms when you're gone."
That's what she thought that I do.
Yeah.
Like the second she leaves.
Just got to get
Let
all
me
these
in that
different rooms.
downstairs bathroom.
Well, we gotta hang. I mean, we gotta hang. Maybe we'll go to the beach.
Yeah, we'll do a beach day.
Yeah, go to the beach.
Spooky beach day.
Mhm.
Well, he doesn't want to go to the beach. He can go to the beach anytime.
He loves going to
He
the
wants to
beach.
come all the way over here.
Ah,
Come
is
with the
that right?
bros.
Is that right?
We should go to a haunted house.
You like haunted houses? You
You
guys
guys
like
like
haunted houses?
I don't like being jump
I don't
scared.
like
I went to
being
this
scared.
one
I don't
time.
like
I don't
it.
know if
Don't
this
touch
exists
me.
here. This might be a kind of thing that only exists in Missouri, but I went to one that was a hayride. It was a haunted hayride where zombies chase you, but they also give you a paintball gun. And you're allowed
Oh my
to shoot
God.
the people that are dressed as zombies coming after you. It was so fun.
I hope those people are well paid.
When
That's
does
so
crazy.
When does the part about you getting shot by a paintball come up in the interview?
Yeah.
I bet it's last.
Okay. All right. And just so you know, you get shot by a pinball, but you're hired. You're in, and you start now. Actually, if we
It
could.
was so fun. A lot of people were wearing like pads and stuff. A lot of people dressed as a lot of football zombies.
I'm a couch
A
zombie.
lot of football zombies coming. But there was a few, young male zombies, I think trying to show off how tough they were,
Yeah.
just shirtless.
Yeah. A bunch of
Yeah.
girls got done. We're
It's
like,
cold too.
I want to get back in there and fuck that zombie looking guy.
Man,
It really
I
turned
want
me
that
on.
zombie with all those orange spots on him.
I'll tell you this: there's a haunted hayride in Griffith Park. You ride through
Ooh.
Griffith Park, and I've
Can I
never
bring
done
my
it.
paint gun?
I don't like to. You can bring. I'd give it a try. It's definitely worth a shot, Andy. And I drive home past Griffith Park every night. Every night I leave here or come from anywhere else, and the fog machine is too intense, and it covers the stretch of highway by Griffith Park.
Oh, that's fun.
It's crazy.
road.
I want to drive
spooky.
by there just for the kicks and the giggles and do
yeah.
you get free.
It's
Well, I
take
mean,
the
if I
kids
get a
through there.
wagon,
You
they can't stop me from driving through that fog.
They can't. Yeah.
I'll set up my own business.
And can I tell you, if you're taking that wagon on the highway, it's going to be scary as fuck. So
See,
you got quite a
People-
hunt.
you wanted to be scared.
That is a haunted hayride.
Just
That's-
Miley and Jolene pulling us down the freeway on the wagon.
cars just swerving around.
You got the reins.
Well, we blew through it a second ago, but I think it is worth talking about here. You got a phone stolen off your doorstep. Tell people about this.
This is a huge. They ripping
this
me
is
off.
huge. They're ripping you off. Describe.
This is a full-on scam.
So
paint the picture.
The wife ordered the new iPhone. She's been working with an old ass iPhone. She goes, "I'm gonna upgrade."
Mhm.
Orders
What was she
it.
on? 15?
It's older.
09.
13. I think she's on a 13. So we're 3 numbers up. Man, the election time, your phone is just
too many,
constant.
Mhm.
too many.
But anyway, so she orders a phone, forgets about it. All of a sudden, she's like, I think that thing should be delivered by now. So she looks at the thing. It says it's delivered a few days prior. I go to the Ring camera on the front door. I see a FedEx woman come up. She sets down a box, a small box, on top of a larger box that was dropped off by UPS.
Mm-hmm.
She rings the doorbell.
She rings the doorbell?
The FedEx person
Oh, the
who
FedEx
drops the
person.
package off. Then rings the doorbell. 3 minutes go by. I looked at the time and the date. There's a chance we were podcasting when it happened.
Oh,
my gosh.
And that's the reason nobody answered
There was
the doorbell.
just crime right out there.
3 minutes go by. Another person comes up. They have it looks like a scanner in their hand. They got a FedEx shirt on. They got one of those, what would you call that?
Gator.
A gator mask on.
Mm-hmm.
Just like something that looks like this person wearing a FedEx. They come up, they look at the phone. They have a box in their hand that's the same size box as the phone. They pick up the phone box. They walk off with it. That's the scam. They have a FedEx uniform.
And they're carrying
and
boxes.
they follow a FedEx truck.
Mm-hmm.
My theory is they know that the new iPhone was just released. Now they just need to know what's the box they shipped them in.
Yeah.
And that's the box. I mean, I took screenshots or whatever. It looks like that's the box they have in their hand. So I think they just walk up to doors because they left the UPS one, which was larger. I think they just walk by, they follow the FedEx truck, they go up there and they look like a FedEx person and they go, oh yeah, this is an iPhone, and they just take it.
Yeah, probably half the people checking their Ring cameras aren't even going to notice. You showed us the video. It's smooth the way they do it.
There's no hesitation. There's no nervousness about it. It's very quick. Because I have the one on the front door. Then I looked at the one in the front yard that you catch some of the neighbor's driveway. They walked up the neighbor's driveway, looked at the boxes they had, opted out, hopped into our yard, took the iPhone.
I think the evolution of porch piracy, where now you got uniforms, you got the shirt. I mean, it's pretty ingenious. I think you could do this with Amazon, because Amazon makes delivery sometimes just in a car, where you could just drive up in your car with an Amazon vest on.
Oh yeah. Why are you pitching ideas for thievery?
Because I like where their heads are at. I think if we get like a Target, we get a red Target shirt. I think we could just walk into Target and just take you know what I mean? No one's stopping us. It looks like we work there. I think this is.
You're not getting deodorant. I'll tell you that.
Cute. They lock it up. Yeah, they lock it up. They've been doing that at grocery stores. Now we went to a Ralph's recently where you got to pay to get out of the middle. You got to pay for your stuff before you pay for your stuff to get out of
I
there.
don't even understand what you're saying.
So in Ralph's, they got the toiletries, they got toothpaste, deodorant, soaps. That aisle there's like clear plastic walls sealing that off from the rest of the grocery store with one entrance. You go in there, you get your stuff. There's a cashier at the front. You pay for your stuff to get out of there, and then you continue shopping. Yeah.
I've never even seen this.
Why do you think people are stealing the soap so much?
Well, because we live in a country that doesn't take care of poor people, and the top 1% have all the money, and they're just left to judge the people who have to steal soap.
And if I have to pay $8-9 for deodorant one more time, I might start stealing the deodorant.
The company
too,
can have a CEO that
crazy.
gets a bonus of $100 million, but the employees don't make a livable wage where they can afford rent and soap.
Tell me why deodorant's going up so much. I want to know that. I mean, somebody
you doing Old Spice?
I'm doing Old Spice. I remember when I lived in New York, it was $4.99. Now it's damn near $10 for a stick of deodorant.
It's so expensive, and they don't even put the ship in the top.
Can I tell you this?
If they're running out of the scent swagger, like the swagger mine is almost dry, I get it. I don't understand.
Andy and I will
look at the people. We are running out of swagger.
Andy and I will chip in for your deodorant.
Please do. I don't know why you guys aren't more upset about this.
Do not want you to
doubled
stop.
in price.
You ever been around someone who stopped wearing deodorant or started using natural deodorant?
Oh yeah, baby.
It's a bummer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got to stop hugging those people.
I had a friend. He's like, I think I'm allergic to deodorant, and then after a while, you had to be like, I think we got to keep searching here because this is becoming hard to be in a car with you.
I'll look with you. Leave no stone unturned. We're gonna find it.
Do you think what's worse, the rash, you having a rash, or us not being friends?
You know what? It depends on what day you catch me. You know what I mean?
Well, Tommy, you got a could you rather? We about to.
yeah, we're
have
gonna
a
close it out with a could you
Ah,
rather.
I
I
didn't
almost
even-
forgot.
Here we go.
All
right, could have vamped a little more. Hold that down.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
All right.
Notes. Why do I got like 3 different places notes are stored?
Yeah, I don't love it.
I don't know.
I don't love
God
it.
dang it.
I don't
You
love
want to go with mine and we do yours?
I
in the
got
next
it.
One?
Here
You
we
got
go.
it?
Yeah, he's
Okay, here
back.
we go. Could
He's
you
back.
rather?
Could you rather?
Mm-hmm. Could you rather?
Okay.
Baby, could you
And-
rather? Hold on,
and-
we need a drop for could you rather. There we go.
I don't want to do it
I don't
anymore.
even know which one I hit, but okay.
Here's the thing, and I haven't done a great job of just crossing these out, but I'm going to try to do better. Here's what we got. We got could you rather. This is where you 2 hypothetical scenarios of could you do this or could you do that, and you
What?
say which one you could do and how you could do it.
Could you?
Could you steal a painting from a museum, or could you steal $100,000 over the course of a year?
Define
Ooh.
museum? You know what I mean? Because I feel like there's a big gap between the Met and then just like a museum at a gift shop museum. That
A gift shop museum,
Wait,
You
what?
or like a gallery, like where we
Like
went
a
and saw our
gallery,
friend
yeah,
Derek's paintings
That's-
in a gallery.
You know what I'm saying? Like, does it? You
It
know,
has to be the painting. I'll amend it. The painting has to be worth $100,000,
okay.
which is, I mean,
Yeah.
that's not nothing, but it's also not the top.
Okay. So it's steal a painting from a gallery
Mm-hmm.
worth. I mean, you've seen it. It's this painting's
I
been
said
in
museum.
books.
A gallery is not a museum.
From a museum. This thing, it's been in books. There's
It's in a book.
There's
yeah, yeah.
YouTube videos about it where people
It's
go.
probably got some ladies'
This is
titties.
the history. Yeah. Some
It's
old
got it.
tits.
It's worth that much.
Some old tits. There's
Not paying a lot for a bowl of fruit.
a cherub in it,
Uh,
or just over the course of 1 year,
Over the course of the year,
steal.
$100,000
100.
cash.
Okay.
It can't be a digital crime.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to steal $100,000. Here's how I do it.
Okay.
Take a penny, leave a penny.
Okay. $100,000. I don't know that you're gonna get
That's how
there.
you're gonna do it.
I'm not leaving any pennies.
I think
I'm only taking.
I think we need a better answer than something that hasn't existed in 40 years.
It's still out there. You guys aren't going to the right
Is it still
stores.
out there?
Oh yeah,
No
gas
way.
station, 7-Elevens. People. Are
Well,
taking a
how are
penny,
you? Are
leaving
you
a
gonna do
penny.
$100,000?
I think so.
How are you
I-
gonna steal $100,000?
Well, no, hold on. Well, if I steal because I think I could get the painting out the door.
Uh-huh.
But how long do I have to have it? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Do I have to sell it on the black market? Because I think I could.
I don't think you have to sell it. I think you just have to have it.
Okay, well, I could get it out the door. I'm fat. I'm quick.
I don't.
I
you,
am
just gonna
but you have to
snatch and
keep it
grab?
in your
I'll
house.
snatch and grab.
You
I
have to
get back
have it in your house.
Yeah, I get back to the house.
I
I get it through the door.
and not be
Quit
like
moving the goalpost
immediately
on me, man. I
burned-
got it out. I mean, it's inside.
not immediately burst in by the police who have followed you.
All right. You know what I do?
How are you stealing a painting from a museum? That's the
Well,
point of the
Do you
question.
think
If
if
you pick,
police
you got to say how.
chasing Alex will be like, "Ah, man, we didn't know he was going to run 20 miles away
Yeah.
from us."
Yeah. Well,
He must have had plans with his friends
yeah.
today.
You know how people some thieves they run around the block, they stop. I just keep going.
Yeah, you keep going.
I keep going.
You keep going.
How do you steal it?
Well, first, if we've learned anything on the podcast, I figure out what they're wearing at the gallery, at the museum. I get,
Okay.
I figure out what their outfit is. I get one of
Oh,
those
this
little ear
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
you know what
I
I'm
like where your
saying?
head's at.
And then I go, I think I just casually, I hang out close to when they're closing. So I'm not going to take it in the middle of the day. I'm close to where they're closing.
You're gonna work a full shift.
I'm going to work a full shift. I'm going to be there the whole day.
Yeah.
Really put people at ease. I'm going to, because I've seen them. They stand here, then for a little while, then they
Uh-huh.
go stand somewhere else. I'm standing in a lot. I'm standing everywhere in this
He's
place.
standing everywhere.
Then at the end of the day, I grab it off the wall, and people are like, "What are you doing?" I mean, if that even, because at this point, I just worked.
I think alarms are going off if you grab it off the wall. I think you got to cut it.
No, they're not
Mhm.
going off. I've checked. I've cased the joint, and if they stop me, they go, "What are you doing?" I go, "It's getting clean today," and then I just kind of casually take it out. I think I walk out the front door, or
I
find
think
the
you're.
back door.
I think you're failing. What are
I
you
think
gonna
I
do?
get it out?
I'm gonna get $100,000.
Ooh, how you
I'm
gonna
gonna
do
get
that?
$100,000.
And don't say might take a penny,
I
leave
do
a
have
penny. thing.
plans for both. Here's my plan for $100,000 based off of what I found out from last week's "They're Ripping Me Off" segment. I'm going to be going to the grocery store and buying vegetables, non-organic vegetables from the grocery store, and then I'm going to be going to my farmer's market booth and selling these vegetables at a premium.
Oh, you just
But
got a job.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
you're
get $100,000 easy. No one's gonna suspect I ripped
Is that
everybody off.
theft? Is that theft?
I don't even think so.
So
I'm flipping these
Andy just
vegetables.
started a small business.
Yeah,
That's kind of a scam.
I don't think that was the question.
It's like
I
an
think you gotta
immoral
steal.
small business.
Well, I'm stealing it.
I don't think you're
You
stealing it.
don't, all
People
right,
are
you don't like
willingly
that
giving-
idea? You want to hear
You
how
got to steal the fruit. If you steal the fruit, then it's stealing it.
All right, you want to hear my second way I'm going to steal $100,000?
Yep.
Alex, you're a Costco guy. I haven't been one in a long time, but I've been hearing that at Costco they're selling gold bricks. True?
I've heard that.
I
I've
also
not
saw a thing
seen
they're
them.
selling platinum bricks. So I'm going to Costco. I'm developing like a big box of cereal that has a false bottom in it, and I'm slipping a gold brick in there.
Yeah, but
I
They're
love
checking
it.
my receipt on the way out. They're like, "Oh, you got a box of cereal? Yeah, that's it. No gold bricks here.
But I don't think that I
Don't
don't
pick
think
it up.
the
It's
gold bricks
heavy."
aren't in store. Like I don't think it's like how it's like. Did you want a big bag of pretzels?
I'm waiting on the day that they're in store.
Okay, when they're in store, then you come and get them.
I'm gonna slide a gold brick into one of those $5 rotisserie chickens you're always talking about.
Oh, best deal in town. But because here's the thing, because they got electronics, they got like computers and headphones and shit. But even for that, there's just like a card, and you got to take that to somebody.
So you think you got to take a card to someone?
You got to take a card, and then maybe they give you the gold brick. I don't know,
You
but
pay with the card. You got the card.
you get
My
it's like
plan's falling apart.
it's like a picture of headphones, and then you take that to the front, and they're like, I want to buy these headphones, and then someone goes and gets you the headphones, and
okay.
they bring it to you.
Well, here's what
Costco
I'm
has
doing.
generated an estimated $100 to $200 million per month
God.
in sales of gold.
Okay, well, Costco's still my target because they got gold bricks there, and there's no
What the
way
fuck?
it's as secure as like a bank vault or Fort Knox or something like
Definitely not. Yeah,
Maybe I get a job at a Costco.
there you go.
Oh,
I get a
love
job
it.
at
Now we're
Costco. I'm
talking.
behind the counter.
Uh-huh.
I'm behind the counter. I just let a few bricks slip here
I
and there.
love
Off the
it.
back of the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the way to do it too, because everybody, the news stories are like, oh my God, these people are stealing. They run into a store and they steal. What's society come to? Well, you know what it's come to is like 70% of retail theft is
Mhm.
from within. It's from the
Yeah.
employees.
Nobody
it's
wants
from
to
the
work
They
managers.
don't get
anymore.
paid enough. They don't want to work there.
Mhm.
You give people a good wage. They want to keep their job.
Wow, that's
Uh,
good. I just
you
opened
like it?
my
It's good.
spiced.
I just had a thought of I
spice
brought this
cider.
for you to try, and you waited till it was warm.
I
Is the
hated
thought
that.
that
Well,
I
I had to finish. I didn't.
But why didn't you-
Here's the question:
But you
Do
had
I-
a thing you could have put in the fridge.
Do I drink a warm iced coffee, or do I drink a not as cold a spiced cider? I drink
I
a
didn't
not as
think
cold
through
spiced
Well, I
cider.
think you would do a coffee is meant to be warm,
Not
and that is
mine.
meant to be cold.
Not
So you
the
just
way I
wait
do it.
until that is it's nature's design
Not the way
temperature.
you know what I was thinking, guys? Do you think my high cholesterol has anything to do with the fact that I'm drinking a full glass of almond milk every day?
No, right?
Because these barista blend almond milk's got more oil than regular.
Or,
So,
is almond milk
damn.
cholesterol?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
No, I think you're
I'm
good.
asking you guys.
I don't think anything you eat and drink has anything to do with cholesterol.
You know what? I'm going to run with that.
Well, I've said this answer before, but with great confidence. I'm getting that $100,000. I'm not fucking around with your museum. I don't need that painting.
Mhm.
I'm gonna steal $100,000, and I'm gonna try to do it in one fail swoop by robbing Brink's armored truck.
Oh,
A fail swoop?
Fail swoop.
A fail
fell
swoop?
swoop?
Fell.
Fell?
Fell.
Fell?
swoop.
What did I say? Fell?
Fail.
Fail swoop.
Fail
What you're
swoop.
gonna get that we're not getting
Fail
is
swoop.
the fun of putting a team together. That seems fun.
Yeah, you got to put a team together. If I've seen anything, you got at least do a look.
I don't
like
know,
A
I'm
quick
going-
You can
montage.
rob one of those trucks on your own.
Well, I
You got to
mean,
have one guy that might fuck it up for you at the end. You know what I mean?
no.
Every
I mean,
team needs one guy that kind of fucks it up when it's like going good, and then he fucks
and
it
this
up.
is just. I think I'm gonna go full solo on this. I think it's the best way to get away with it. I think it's the only way that I don't have to kill someone at the end.
But in the movies I've seen, you need one guy that like it's going really good, and then he kills the bank manager, just like in Cold Blood.
I'm gonna go. The one thing I'm gonna need is something to stun a non-lethal weapon.
How about a copy of
for
Lethal
the two people? People love that movie. When You Laughed, a Booger came out. I don't know if that came on the camera, but
No, it's the
it came out and went back in. So
It's like one of those sticky
it's
hands.
a whack-a-mole situation.
Like one of those little sticky hands.
All right.
Randy, got any tour dates?
Yeah, I'm going to be at Last Best Comedy Club in Bozeman, Montana in a couple weeks, and also a little theater in Helena, Montana.
Ooh.
Check it out.
Helena,
When's
Montana.
that?
Beautiful.
2 weeks.
Beautiful. Helena,
I like Montana.
You want to come?
It's beautiful.
Come on up there.
I think I got to go to Prague.
All right. Well,
see ya.
bye.
Bye.